across the globe. Just share, the link you used to join this webinar. Share, share, share. If you're on Facebook, share, YouTube, share, um, Instagram. Find a way to get people in here. I've never done this training before, and I actually was supposed to charge $2,000 for this training, but I felt, you know what, I'm going to make this one free. However, if you then want more, then you can join the real estate coaching program, where it's a lot more detailed and it's for 3 months, and you're going to be held by the hand and and shown step-by-step process of how to grow your real estate empire. So I can see that a lot of people are already here, and I welcome every one of you who are here already. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us from all over the world where you're joining us from. I appreciate you guys. Tolulope from Lagos, Pere from Lagos, Daniel from Benin, Kenny from Oregon, um, Isaac from Ilorin, Isaac from Dubai, Daniel from Lagos. People are here from all over. And thank you guys for being part of today's program. If you haven't introduced yourself, please still go ahead, introduce yourself, your name, the part of the world you're joining us from. We'd like to know. It's important to know. Martins from Scotland, UK. Good to see you, Martins. Thank you for joining. If I have not acknowledged you, tell me. Newman from Bielsa. You Bielsa people have unique names. Shola from Lagos. James from Lagos. Good to see you, James. Thank you. Who else is here? Who else is here? So this is a real estate class. I'm going to be sharing with you how I built a real estate empire from ground up, and how you can do the same. You too can do the same, and I've shared this a million times. You see, Bola Tito from Ireland, Dotun from Nigeria, Aki from Nigeria, Suleiman from Abuja. Good to see all of you. I've often shared this over and over and over again. The reason why success looks somehow mystical is because you don't yet have the opportunity to meet successful people and ask them how they got there. Any real successful person will tell you it wasn't something out of the ordinary that other people couldn't do. It's just that they won't do it. You see, the secret to success are the things I you normally say this, and it's powerful, right? And you should take note of this. Successful people do what their mates are not doing so that they are able to achieve what their mates are not able to achieve. So when they say somebody is successful, usually what has happened, he or she is able to do what his mates are not doing, and thereby is able to achieve what his mates are not achieving. There's nothing spectacular about building skyscrapers. I'm here in Manhattan, just got to New York, Manhattan, and from my hotel window, you can see even downstairs, tall buildings, 50-story, 30-story, all the skyscrapers. Nothing special. It can be done. Dubai replicated this that you're seeing. In fact, Dubai probably, I'm not saying they do, but yeah, I think Dubai probably have more skyscrapers than Manhattan right now. It's possible, but the rules is usually that successful people did what oftentimes their mates are not willing to do, so that way they're able to afford what their mates are not able to afford. That's usually what end up happening. So can you build a real estate empire? Yes, you can. Of course you can. Definitely you can. The question is just, will you do what it requires? Now that's a different conversation. And your ability to be disciplined to do what is required is the ultimate success secret, is the ultimate reason why people are then ultimately able to become very, very wealthy. So how many of you are ready for me? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Remember to invite friends. The same link you used to join, invite people across all platforms. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, everywhere. On Facebook, you can share this video multiple times across all social media platforms. Just hit the share button, share, 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 share. Just keep sharing. On Zoom here, the link you use to join us, invite even your enemies. I always humorously say to people, your enemies have your time because they are broke. If they are rich, they will be too busy trying to make money and they won't have time for you. So it's in your interest sometimes that your enemies are rich so that they don't have time. For example, I don't really have time to hate anybody. I just don't have the time. Not that I don't want to, I just don't even have the time. Okay, I'm too busy building businesses, trying to make money to begin to hate anybody. So I'm sharing my screen. If you can see my screen tab, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. You can see my screen tab. I can see it. Like I said, we had to change the time. I heard UK time is now same as Nigerian West African time. So that's good. I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo, Africa's most sought after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. We have offices in Dubai, US. In fact, tomorrow we are dedicating our US office. Office in Nigeria, in Dubai, and of course in the UK. And we have several subsidiaries from logistics to e-commerce to real estate to consulting and so on and so forth. We have over 20 estates, one of the biggest real estate developers in Nigeria. But I have so much passion to teach people. I've received several awards. Even last year, I got a doctorate degree, honorary doctorate degree in real estate. So I'm called Dr. Steven now. I've been able to be blessed by great people like, Grant Cardone. I was with Grant Cardone two weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Last weekend, I was in, Les Brown's house as at this time. Last Saturday, I was in Dr. Les Brown's house. He was gracious enough to host me in his house, and we had a great, great time together. And let me say this, and this is very, very important. Nobody can become great without being mentored by other greater people. Can everybody help me type that? Nobody can become great without being mentored by greater people. I want you to write it again. Nobody can become great without being mentored by greater people. Your success leaves clues. And how do you get those clues? You get those clues by following the footsteps of those who have gone ahead of you. I think it was Martin Luther King that says that if I've gone farther, it's because I've stand on the shoulders of those who have gone ahead of me. We are in a very arrogant generation where people say they can do it on their own. I don't need anybody's help. And that's why we're not making progress. If you are serious about success, you need somebody's help. Just that, do not expect them to help you for free. Success comes with a cost. If somebody's going to mentor you, it's going to cost you something. Okay? Do not think I met these guys without it costing me something. Don't even think. Don't even think so. It costs you something. Right? Can everybody help me type it? Mentorship comes with a cost. I want everybody to type it. Mentorship comes with a cost. Either the cost of serving the mentor or the cost of paying the mentor. I want everybody to type it. Come on. Mentorship comes with a cost. It's either the cost of serving the mentor or the cost of paying the mentor. You have to pick one of the two. But to think that somebody is going to leave their own problems, they all do have problems. I have problems in my life. You have problems. I have too. Stop letting the devil deceive you that, he's rich, he doesn't have problem. Everybody has problem. The cost of mentorship is that you either pay or you serve. But mentorship is not free. So, and where we miss it is that you sit down somewhere and say, Shebi, he's successful. He should leave whatever he's doing and come and face my business. That's selfish. He has his own problems too. And he didn't get to where he is by luck. And people didn't just throw mentorship on him. He paid the price. He paid the price. Right? So are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning. This real estate came at a cost. I learned real estate through two methods. I paid to learn from people like Grant Cardone. I serve to learn from some other people. But I didn't just become successful in real estate by luck, by mistake, by happen chance. No. You can fall off a ladder by accident, but ladies and gentlemen, you cannot climb a ladder by accident. For you to rise to the top, it comes with a cost. And it's important that you know that. Okay. Okay. While living in Nigeria, I was with Chief Femi Falana, great legal brain, and he's joining, God willing, our board of advisors in our real estate firm. I think was it last week or some days ago, I was with Lolo also. So I've had a great time here in the US. He is also another great man, and he has some advice for you guys about me. Okay, this man is Damien John. He's done business, he's the CEO of Fubu. He's done business to the tune of $6 billion. Started his business with $40. I started Fubu years ago, and he's been a great man, and he has something to tell you about me.
What's up to all the students in Stephen Akintayo's class? I just want to say, let him keep coaching you. Hopefully, putting you on the right track. I just met the man. I think he's amazing. What's up?
Hello, David.
There you go. All right, get focused.
So, guys, I have a question for you. Now that a man who has done over $6 billion in transaction is endorsing me, okay, are you going to listen to what I teach you or not? Because one of the challenges that I think people have, okay, is not being able to trust the people they call their mentor. Okay, so sometimes you say you want somebody to mentor you, but you don't even trust them. You're not even sure that these people have what it takes to mentor you. Now, the question is, do you believe I have something to teach you? At least you've heard a man that has done business to the tune of $6 billion telling you to listen to me. The question is, will you listen to me? Yes or no? Okay? At least if you don't trust what I say, will you trust what somebody who's done over $6 billion, founder, CEO of Fubu? He said, listen to Stephen Akintayo. That's what he said. Will you listen? Yes or no? You can type yes, or you can type I will listen. You can type I'm ready to go. I'm ready to learn. Come on, talk to me, guys. I need your energy. I love a very interactive class. I love when I say something, you're joining me, you are responding, you are following through. Good. I can see a lot of you say, I'm listening, I'm learning, I'm joining, 100% following. I'm going to learn. Oh, beautiful to know that you guys are ready. How many of you are hungry? That's what Dr. Les will always say. If you are hungry for success, can you type, I am hungry? Come on, guys. If you're hungry for success today, I want you to type, I am hungry. Talk to me, guys. If you are hungry for success, can you type, I am hungry? Okay, beautiful. So everybody's typing, I'm hungry. Good. So let's go on. So January, I took about 30 of our real estate guys who are, successful sales guys to Dubai. 30 of them, all expense paid trip. Some came from Europe, some came from Nigeria, and we used the opportunity to open our Dubai office. So whenever you're visiting Dubai next time, you can branch and say hello to our team in Dubai, and they're doing very well. And we have a diverse team in Dubai. Some are African, some are not even African, some are Arabians and stuffs like that. Okay, so also today I want to show you 8 real estate investment opportunity. 8 real estate investment opportunity. I want you to type it. 8 real estate investment opportunity. Everybody, can you type 8 real estate investment opportunity? Remember, I told you I love when my class is interactive. I love when I'm typing, you're saying something, you're engaging me, you are, I just love it, right? So I feed off your energy. Good. So I'm going to be mentioning each of the eights, and I want you to also be helping me to type them one by one. The first thing I'm going to be doing today, I'll be giving you a summary of what land banking real estate investment is all about. I want you to know that it's taking me almost 20 years to learn this. There is no way I can teach you all of it in 2 hours of this webinar. So get that straight. What I'm doing today is an introduction, is a summary of into eight real estate investment opportunities. If you are much interested and you're really hungry, then you will join the coaching program. It costs $10,000 to join, but I will be giving the first 10 people to sign up while we're at this class. I will be giving you $8,500 off. Okay. But you need to get that fact. You cannot learn all of it in 2 hours. So if you want, I have a 3 months program that I'm going to be taking you through. You can sign up at the end of this class. The second opportunity I'll be introducing you to today is called Real Estate Investment Trust. Can you help me type it? Real Estate Investment Trust. The third opportunity I'm going to be introducing you to today is called Real Estate Brokerage, and this is sweet. I mean, this is how I started. I started as a property broker, right? Today is on record. I've done millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in property brokerage deals. The last deal I did that was heavy was about $92 million, right? So single transaction. You can do it. I've done it. You can do it. I don't have two heads. You can do it. And I do property brokerage globally, right? We even have a global team of brokers. They sell for us in Dubai, in Nigeria, and we're about to add US market to it, and very soon we're adding the UK market to it. So joining our brokerage club gives you opportunity to sell properties in Nigeria, properties in Dubai, and properties in UK, and of course in the US. Number four that I'll be introducing you to is real estate development. Real estate development is what you're seeing here. Manhattan is big on real estate development, right? People buy, by the way, in Manhattan, they don't sell floors anymore. They don't sell land anymore. You can't buy land. They sell floors. So for example, if you see, this is a property, a piece of property here. Okay, if you can see this one that is still going up. So how does the real estate business work? It's very simple. I can come, meet these guys. Maybe let's say they're going 30 floors. I can go meet them and I'll buy the next 10 floors. And I still take the property up another 10 floors and I own that 10 floors. Of course, I pay for it. But here in New York, and I love that I'm doing this from New York because this is the real deal of this whole real estate investment. You can see another construction going on there. Manhattan is construction, and they are going up. They're not selling down anymore. You can't see, there's no land on the floor. It's just up. Okay? Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning. So real estate development. Number 5, office rental is another opportunity, office rental. So you can make money renting, buying huge office spaces, creating office spaces, a hub, furnishing it, and then renting it out and making money for yourself. Number 6, rental apartment, residential apartment. Grant Cardone is big on this. That's what he focuses on. Cash flow is king, right? So you can focus on residential apartment. That's what we're doing here in New York. We're focused on residential apartment, buying houses and renting it out, buying houses and putting it on the Airbnb. That's what we're doing here in the US. Okay. Joint venture is sweet deal. Somebody has the land, you have the money, you come together and you build something fantastic. Or you have the land, the person has the money, you come together and you build something great. The 8th opportunity I'm going to be introducing you to is called commercial real estate. Commercial real estate Now, office rental could be is an aspect of commercial real estate, but commercial real estate is more than that. Warehouse is commercial real estate. Okay. Shopping malls is commercial real estate, right? Massive shopping malls. Office complex, right, is also commercial real estate. So you have all these 8 key options that you can make money on. By the way, I'm not very excited about today's class. If you're excited, type I'm excited, I'm excited. I think even if we close right now, you've learned something. You agree with me? If we even just shut it down right now, you've already learned something, right? But I'm very much tired. I've just had 4 hour road drive from Maryland to Manhattan, even though I wasn't the one that was driving, but doing 4 hours on the road can also be tiring, even if you're not the driver. So, but I've committed, I'm going to do this class. So I just made up my mind we're going to do it. We just have to do it and make sure we're able to share some knowledge with you guys. So, once again, if you're excited, type I'm excited, type I'm excited. Okay, come on, guys, talk to me. I need your energy. Energy. Don't forget, we're about getting really serious up in here. I'd like you to please do me a favor, share this video across all the various social media platforms that you have. Get everybody in here. Like I've always said, Africa will change when we invest in the minds of our people. Okay? When we all take responsibility for changing the mindset of our people, because the biggest challenge our people have is our minds. That's our biggest problem. The way we think needs to be, stepped up, and if we're going to make a difference, we have to change the way we think. So let's go. Number one, if you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, let's go. Number one, land banking. Everybody type land banking. Land banking is number one of the ways you can make good money in the real estate sector, and I'm going to define what land banking is all about so that you can understand it and it helps you going forward. Now, all it takes is for you to invest and buy land on the outskirts of a city and then wait for the population to grow. Okay, buying a property at today's low price and waiting until the city grows to then, what happens is the land price spikes in value and you're able to cash in on your land investment. So many people have used this means to become millionaires and billionaires. One way to scoop out which area may be ideal is to use Google Earth to see the historical satellite imagery of the area you're interested in. So land banking is basically being able to buy a land, okay, at before the price goes high. You just look at a city that is exploding and then you go buy the outskirts. For example, many people have cashed out in New Jersey because of the border, because it's bordering New York, and they bought properties close to New York and they've cashed out big time because of the population growth of New York. Most people, it's cheaper for them to stay in New Jersey and then come down to New York in the morning, and particularly those in Manhattan, right? And it has worked perfectly well, and some people have cashed in on that. Same thing has happened in Dubai. In Dubai, for example, people have had to go to Sharjah, buy property in Sharjah, develop Sharjah, and today you're seeing many of them cashing out because many people are not able to afford to live in Dubai. They're having to live in Sharjah. But people who have bought property in Sharjah years ago are able to leverage on that. And they're cashing out. Same thing is happening in Lagos. Lekki exploded. It started even with a VI, then Ikoyi, then moved down to Lekki. Some people were smart. They went to Ibejuleki. They left the entire Lekki. They went to invest in Ibejuleki years ago when property was still going for 100,000, 500,000, and started buying, started buying, started buying. Today, the whole thing have all changed and they've built massive wealth for themselves. And that's how you really build wealth, really. That's how you build wealth. You go to, and that's what I'm doing in Nigeria. We have 5 estates in the Bejuleke axis. We have in Abuja. We have, we just launched a new estate in Abuja yesterday, Kurudu. And what was the unique feature? We looked at it. DSS estate is around that area, police estate, army estate. So one of the biggest challenges of Nigeria is security. So being able to even buy property close to where all these military, paramilitary estates are, that even just gives you guarantee for tangible level of security. And so rather than buying in Metama, in Wuse, you're buying Kurudu, right? Same thing we did with Lugbe. In fact, Lugbe's case was unique. We bought that property and started selling for 4 million. In less than a year, the value rose to about 5 million. Everywhere around us is already developed. Other estate, almost as if as soon as we entered, everybody started developing. Just boom, everything went up as soon as we entered that place. So that's how land banking works. But however, let me warn you, if you're going to really make money from land banking, you have to be humble, because the way land banking works, it doesn't always look like it makes sense, right? You go to the place, it's so much bush. You're asking yourself, are you sure? Does this make sense? Should you buy it? Hey, but that's when to buy. Ikorodu is my next biggest stuff, one of our biggest estates in Ikorodu. Why? Land is gone. There are 2 places in Lagos that has land now, Ikorodu and Badagry. Badagry road is bad. Ikorodu still has better road. There's few traffic, but it's still good. And there's so many access to Ikorodu. So we have a massive estate in Ikorodu called Sapphire Estate. When we moved to that estate, people were telling us water, water, water. Today we fence that estate around, right? Sand field everywhere, looking great. So it's powerful to understand that you can make crazy money from land banking. The question you say, but Dr. Stephen, I don't have the kind of money you have. Start small. I didn't start by building big estates. I started, you buy 1 acre. Okay. But somebody will say, but how do I guarantee that my money will be lost? Then buy from an estate. The advantage, if you want to buy in Africa, of buying from an estate is that the estate will fence around the property. The estate takes responsibility for protecting the land for you, even if you are living it for the next 50 years. It's their duty. But when you buy directly from the families, usually the family sells to 10 people, and all of you start fighting each other. And they derive joy in having you guys fight each other. It's just how the family makes fun and make more money. That's what they do. So these are powerful principles to build wealth. And are you gaining value? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Come on, guys, talk to me. You're getting value from today's class. Can you type I am getting value? Thank you, Dr. Steven. Come on, show me some love. I'm teaching you all this for free. You know me. I'm supposed to charge you crazily for this. You know me. Okay, so but it's Palm Sunday. I'm in a good mood. This class, by the way, I don't even teach it for free. Also, I'm also actually going to be deleting this video after this class. I'm deleting it immediately because the material is powerful and it's something I sell and make money from selling videos. So congratulations to all of you who are really watching, and this is also why you want to make sure that you invite your friends to watch it, because there's no opportunity for them to watch it after. They have to pay, to watch it after. So if you know somebody you love, if you know somebody you even want to partner with to join your real estate business, you better tell them come watch now, because they have to pay later. If they still want to benefit from this, they have to pay. Charles says, I'm getting value. Oh, beautiful, Charles. Good to know. Who else is getting value here? Let me see. Those who are enjoying this class and are certain that their life is changing from what they are learning. Come on, let me see. Who are those? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value. Lawrence Mike is getting value. Who else is getting value here? Dennis is getting value. Good to know. Who else is getting value? Who else? I want to read all of you's name out if I can. Okay, because I want to be sure I'm making sense. Oluboale, Daniel, Uzo, all of you are getting value. Beautiful, glad to know. When you teach so much value like this and you're making it free, you want to first of all pause once in a while, listen to those who are learning. Be sure you are not moving beyond their space. You be sure that they comprehend what you're teaching and you're not speaking above their heads. Because sometimes people, we speakers, we're enjoying the speaking, but we don't even know that the people we're teaching are kind of getting confused because, this is not their forte, right? So I'm happy you guys are getting value. I'm happy that I'm not speaking above your head and this makes sense. So um, look at China, Schengen, China, 1982. Can you see how it looks? How many of you can see Schengen, China? If you can see it up, I've seen it, I've seen it, I've seen it. I'm going to show you what it looks like today. Talking about land banking. I'm showing you land banking in pictures so that you see how land banking rewards. Can you see Schengen, China? If you can see it up, I can see it. This is 1982. Can you see how it looks? So when you see me telling you I'm changing the face of Africa, I'm building 25,000 houses, green and smart. When I begin to tell you all these things, right, I'm showing you why it's possible. In 15 years, we're going to change the face of Nigeria. Oh, where's the picture? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the same Schengen China looks like. Can you see? Come on, guys. You can see it up. I can see. I can see. This is how it looks like today. Let me show you again where it was coming from. So when you understand land banking, you don't discard a land. You don't look at a place and say, it's water. You don't look at the land and say, no, it's beneath me. You don't look at a place and say, no, I want already developed place, because the real money is in the places that are yet to be developed because of their potential. Can you see so much? It's not just different. See where it is, bare land and water, right? And nothing really. See it now. Total magnificent transformation, right? So this is why you shouldn't joke with land banking. Benefits of land banking appreciate very fast. You give it 10 years, 20 years, it's a different ballgame. You can grow your returns easily. It's not expensive to own and to maintain, particularly if you partner with a real estate company. Okay, like GTEX Homes. I happen to be the MDC of GTEX Homes. We're building the largest green and smart homes in the world. By the year 2035, we will have 25,000 green and smart homes. We're building 200 estates. We currently have 20, over 20. You want to invest with a company like ours, So, number 4, it's a hand-off proposition. So it's a proposition where you're not doing much compared to even we that were developers, right? Building houses is not easy. Getting permission to build a house, all those things. Land banking, I just buy the land, leave it to grow, then sell it off, make my money smile to the bank. Number 5, you call the shots when you're doing land banking. It's your land, you have power over it. Once you buy it, you pay in full, you have your document, you call the shots. Number 6, hassle-free owning. Okay, can't be stolen or carried away. Nobody can steal a land. Nobody can carry a land away. Yours is to make sure you're on the right side of the law and you have the right title. That's all. But nobody can steal it away. Nobody can carry it away. Let me show you a testimony of one of my students. This will be wow. And when you guys are done, if you got value, just type wow, wow, wow. Watch this video.
Million is negotiable, right? I mean, or it's not negotiable.
Just a little bit, but we are not in a hurry to sell this. It's not under distress, so it's extremely good value for it that you're getting.
So that's why we just want to let it go. There are practically no plots left in this icon town estate. It's a prime location, to put your stake on the ground. If you're interested in long-term value investments, this is the place to be.
And those of you who really want to relocate back to Nigeria, this is the kind of place you can live,
yes.
and you are comfortable.
So this is a video of my student. Now, this student bought this land, in Icon Town Estate, 15 years ago for 12 million. Now, the property was 12 million 15 years ago. While in this video, as you can see, he's selling that same property for 22 million. Okay, 22 million. I can play it again for you.
I'm not in US, right? And we're still going to drive around the entire estate for you to see the entire estate. Right? This is, now you see, this is like we're in Dallas. I'm not in Dallas, by the way. This is Lagos, around Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 2 axis. It's called Nikon Estate. You can research it. Started by Chevron Cooperative, and over time has developed. Most of the people here, work more for oil and gas. Even the guy here too, that's where he works, even though he wants to join me in real estate, right?
So this my student, he bought this land. In fact, there's funny story about this video. This land you are seeing that is dry, that is selling for 220 million. When he bought the land, he used canoe to get there. The entire place, all these houses you're seeing, they were all water. So I laugh when I see people who are, giving up on a property, giving excuses. The entire place you're seeing was all water. So he paddled canoe to the place and they told him this is his property. That's the serious matter here. But today, this was even 2-3 years ago. So he sold it for 220 million. 15 years later, from 12 million. Can everybody type from 12 million to 220 million? I want everybody to type it from 12 million to 220 million. Everybody type it so that it can sync from 12 million to 220 million. Now, the place that was water, the place the paddle canoe to go to, same place, okay, has now turned to the most expensive location that high net worth people live there. I think Alibaba lives here also, right, in this estate. So you need to understand the power of land banking. Can you see the opportunities in land banking now? If you can see the land banking gold, can you type, I can see it, I can see it, I can see it. Guys, talk to me. If you can now see the land banking gold, can you type, I can see it, I can see it, I can see it. Because if you don't understand the opportunities, right, in some of these things, it's easy to just think it's a child's play, right? And just be casual about it. And I mean, how much was 12 million then? He was working in oil and gas, 12 million then. He was able to cough it out, right? Cough it out easily. But today, he sold the thing for 220 million. You saw me personally marketing the place for him, right? So this can be you, right? If it be you, right? This can be your story. You can have this kind of experience where you have built massive wealth for yourself. No inflation can beat that. Yes, there's huge inflation in Nigeria, but inflation cannot beat the value of that particular land in terms of what the appreciation it has gotten, right? No inflation can beat that. Even dollar crash cannot beat that. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot, ladies and gentlemen. So are you ready for number 2? Investment opportunity in the real estate sector. If you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, guys, talk to me. If you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 2, gold mine. By the way, let me ask you this question. How many of you are willing to pay for my real estate coaching with this value you are getting? Now, if you can get this for free, What do you think you get in the coaching program we're adding you to? Because there are a lot of videos you're going to be having access to. So if you can get this kind of value for free, how much more when you join the paid coaching? So how many of you are interested in paying for my coaching? If you're interested, type I'm interested, I'm interested. Like I said, I charge $10,000 for my real estate coaching program. There's another one for 20,000, but you have to graduate from the 10,000 before you move up. Today, I will be giving $8,500 discount off for the first 10 people to pay. But it has to be that you're able to pay immediately, not that you're thinking again. You have to be ready. So once I give you the details, you have to rush and commit to it. I still have 7 more investment opportunity in the real estate sector to show you. Are you ready, guys? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Come on. Are you ready? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 2, real estate investment trust. Real estate investment trust. Now, real estate investment trust is a company that owns and in most cases operates income producing real estate. REITs owns many types of commercial real estate, ranging from office and apartment building to warehouses, hospitality, shopping centers, hotels, commercial forest. Some REIT engage in financing real estate. REITs are regulated investment vehicles that enable collective investment in real estate, where investors pool their funds and invest in a trust with the intention of earning profits or income from real estate as beneficiaries of the trust. Okay? So you need to understand that the real estate investment trust, and this is a powerful stuff. Grant Cardone does this with Cardone Capital, right? Is another way to really make cool income in the real estate sector. And this work, particularly for some of you who are good in the real estate sector, you know what to do, but you don't have money. You can set up a real estate investment trust. People pool their funds together, and together you're able to take things to the next level together. Okay, and even GTEx, we do that through GVest. You can visit www.gvest.com.ng. So a lot of times I hear people say, Dr. Steven, but I could do real estate, but I can't, I don't have money. I need to know that OPM is how many of us have grown our business. Who knows the meaning of OPM? Come on, talk to me. Do I have realtors here? Do I have investors here? What is OPM? Other people's money. So you can build a vehicle that people are able to invest with you. Just make sure you have social capital. Social capital means you have a good name, people can trust you. You build antecedent, you build track record, people know it's not like you lie, they give you money and then you start giving them stories that touch. Okay, once you are able to build credibility, and people will gladly give you their money, right? They'll give you their money, and that's one of the ways you build wealth. But it's important to build trust. I always say this, and that's why I laugh when I see people, somebody give you money, no matter how small, you do not give him back his return. It's not the right thing to do. No matter how long it takes, make sure you give people back their money. It's important that you do that. Make sure people get back their money, no matter how long it takes, right? Because in future, this is what affects your credibility. We once did, some people invested with me one time. I'll never forget it. The entire deal went bonkers. Everything went bonkers. We lost every money they invested with me. Everything was lost. I remember reaching out to them, of course, apologizing and promised to pay them all back. And the good news today is that I can tell you that every single one of them got their money back. every single one of them. And the initial returns, we also paid them. We paid them. And some of them have come back again and do more deals with me. So I understand that sometimes things go bad. I get it. Sometimes it's not fault of yours, but find a way you could, reach out to them that there's a delay. You may not be able to meet up because the thing didn't go as planned, but do your best to give them back their money. And the reason is because you will still need these people in future. You will still need to do transactions in future. And when you have these stories, baggage that people invested cash with you. Now it's a different thing if they bought property. Like for example, if you buy property from me, we don't do refund. So people understand if you're coming and you say you want refund, that's your business because the land is there. It's your land. Go and do whatever you want with it. But if people say, no, I'm not buying your land, I'm giving you cash, you go buy land with it, do your business how you want to do, but be giving me a certain returns, right? If you don't keep to that word, you are losing credibility. And in future, you still need people down the line. You still need investment down the line because all billionaires that you've seen today had to use OPM, other people's money, to grow their wealth. But the only reason they were able to do it was because they could be trusted, they had integrity. People knew that when they give them their money, they will get it back. It's one of the secrets of Dangote. Dangote is the as the richest black man in the world. Dangote got to where he is today because of that same model. Many people don't know. Dangote just built, it's building the largest refinery. They just launched the petrochemical, $16 billion. The only money Dangote pulled down was less than $7 billion. The rest, investors put it. People invested. I know somebody who told me they raised 1 billion. One investment banker says his company was one of those who raised $1 billion for Dangote. But the reason why people do all those things is because they can trust Dangote. They know he will give them back their money. He's not going to give excuses. Nigeria economy has collapsed. Nigeria economy messed up. Things didn't go the way I want. He will still make sure he pays them back, right? So you want to have that integrity. And unfortunately, many of us who like to go on social media and slander people's name, abuse people, say evil about people, many of us don't even have integrity in our private life to refund. You even borrow money for health reasons, for hospital bill, for tuition fee of your children. You don't even return the money back to those people. So we have to build integrity to make sure when we borrow money, we give it back, whether it's personal or business. Are you ready for number three? If you're ready for number three, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, guys. Are you ready for number three? Investment opportunity. If you're ready for number three, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Now, this one is very sentimental to me. I started business with this one. Real estate brokerage. I started as a real estate broker almost 20 years ago. So what is, you know, um, what is real estate broker? A real estate broker is someone who represents a real estate company or a client in a real estate deal. In simple terms, a real estate broker takes property from one developer and sell it to public or to clients. Okay, and is very very important that we understand that we take seriously the conversation around real estate brokerage because this is the only one business in the world that I know today that you can start with zero capital. You practically do not need money to become a property broker. And you don't even need money anywhere in the world to do so. It's just that you're a middleman between the buyer and the seller. When I started real estate brokerage in Dubai, it was just same thing. I use my Facebook Live. I will go to the properties available and I'll be doing Facebook Live shows to say, hey, properties are available. Do you want to buy? And gradually, people started calling. I gradually understood. I knew what the propositions were. And today, ladies and gentlemen, this year we are going to we are positioned to make not less than $20 million from property brokerage in Dubai company, Dubai subsidiary, is on track to make $20 million minimum. We're probably going to do more than that from just property brokerage, from just selling real estate properties, being a broker in Dubai and selling to people who are investing in Dubai, right? So this is one of the sweetest, and because I started that way, guess what I decided to also do? I decided to empower 100,000 people. Can you type 100,000 people? Come on, everybody. Type 100,000 people to also start the journey the way I started. And I committed to mentoring them. So in the last couple of years, I paid trainers. Every week they train our brokers. I employ staff. They run trainings for them for free. And all these people are not even paying a dime, though very soon we're going to start charging for it. And you too can be a property broker, make money selling property for our company in Dubai, in Nigeria, in the US very soon, and of course in the UK also later this year. So, and you can make good money. Now we have people who are already making money. I'm going to show you some transactions. But let me tell you before I show you some people, last year over 100 million Nigerian naira was given out to our brokers. This year we're going to be giving out 2 billion naira to brokers. We're going to be giving about $3 million to brokers who work with our company this year. Okay. Now, property brokerage unique skills that you must have. Number one, you must have ability to sell. Can everybody help me type ability to sell? If you cannot sell, you can't go big in real estate. You can't be a successful broker if you cannot sell. You have to sell. The secret is in selling. The money is in selling. Okay, the opportunity is in selling. And some of you who hate selling, you know, I tell people, I said, if you're really serious about becoming rich, you have to love to sell, right? You know, to hate selling is tantamount to loving poverty. Number two skill you must have is knowing more than your customer. You can't say you're selling property and you don't even know about the property. Your customer even knows more about real estate in that industry more than you. That's nonsense. You have to know more than your customer. Number three, digital advertising. Come on, everybody. I want you to help me be typing this. So type number two, know more than your customer. Everybody type it. Number three, digital advertising skill. Everybody type digital advertising skill. That's number three. Okay, digital advertising skill. You must be able to use Facebook, Instagram. I have made billions of Nigerian naira, millions of dollars on Facebook. It's one of my biggest skills. I've mastered the art of using Facebook to make money. You also have to learn it. Now, I didn't learn it for free, I paid. So type number three, digital advertising skill. I paid. And if I remember spending over $5,000 fast back 6 years ago to go and learn digital marketing in the UK after making it in Nigeria, right? So I started by learning in Nigeria, then later had to go abroad to learn digital marketing skills. So, and that's why I keep telling you, nothing of value is for free. Can you help me type that? Nothing of value is free. Again, everybody type it. Nothing of value is free. Some of you who like all this free lunch everywhere, nothing of value is free. So wake up to that reality. Number four, networking with skillful brokers. Can everybody type networking with skillful brokers? Networking with skillful brokers is number four. Networking with skillful brokers. If you're going to be great, you have to master the art of networking with very skillful brokers, right? Those who are better. I'm a very skillful broker. You have to find a way. Look for other people who are good, right? Two poor people cannot help themselves. You see, you are the average of the five closest people to you. So if all the friends you keep, they are not good brokers, they are not skillful brokers, then don't expect to make money. But when you have successful brokers as your friends, you too are going to make good money for yourself because you're going to learn from those friends. You're going to be better. Number five, ability to work independently. You have to be able to work independently. Number five, ability to work independently. You have to find a way to be able to work on your own. with or without anybody's support. You have to be able to work on your own. People aren't always going to be babysitting you. Find a way to work on your own. You ain't going to be babysitted every day. Here are people making money in this business, right? This Choma single transaction, 750,000 naira, just single transaction, right? I think Choma does over 1 million every month now. This is another person, 900,000 single transaction commission. All this money went to them. There are some other ones they didn't show here, 2 million, 5 million. We have people earning 10 million on a monthly basis, by being property brokers. I don't know if you want to do this. If you want to do this type, I want to do this. I want to do this. So visit the website attached to the screen, portal, www.portal.gtexhomes.com. Go register on that site, okay? www.portal.gtexhomes.com. Go register on that site. Again, www.portal.gtexhomes.com. So go register there. It's free for now, but we're going to be charging for this very soon. But we've made it free. Every week you can join them on Zoom and learn how to sell properties. You'll be given all the flyers, videos of all the properties available. You're able to sell them. You're able to make money for yourself and build wealth for yourself. This is how this works, okay? By the way, how many of you got value from this? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Talk to me, guys. If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Can you talk to me, guys? I want to hear from you. How many of you are getting value? As a result of all this that we're teaching you, if you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Okay, once again, how many of you think, my coaching program is worth the $10,000 that I'm charging? If you think it's worth it, be fair. You may not be able to afford it, but that you can't afford it does not mean you should mess up what is good. How many of you agree with me that the $10,000 on my coaching program is worth it? Because if this is I'm teaching more than what you're getting here, okay, to these guys. How many of you agree that it is worth it? Talk to me. If you think it's worth it, type it's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. And like I said, that you can't afford it doesn't change the fact. What is good is good. The soup that is good is money that killed it. Right? There's an adage where I come from that, okay, you have a good stew, well, it costs money, right? You have a good soup, it costs money. And so many of these things I'm teaching you had cost me over $100,000 to learn them. And I'm not kidding you. All that I've known, all the various courses I've had to do in real estate has cost me over 100,000 US dollars. In fact, by the end of this year, I will have spent, because I'm spending about another $200,000 this year, upgrading my knowledge in the real estate sector. So because I'm playing in the international market, doing some courses in Harvard and things like that. So by the end of this year, I probably will have spent 300,000 US dollars learning what I teach you guys. So I also didn't learn it for free. It came at a cost. Are you ready for number 4? Number 4, way to make money. If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 4, investment opportunity in the real estate sector. Okay, if you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 4 is real estate development. This is what I do. And this is a big money spinner here in New York. New York is all about development, right? You see them spending a lot of money building. There's no time I come to New York, no matter the hotel I'm staying, that I'm not seeing construction. Opposite my hotel room here, you can see this one. This is probably going the working day and night. I saw it like two weeks ago. I was here and I still saw this work. On the side here, you can see another project going on here. Now on this Fathom of the opera. Can you see another work going on? Can you see another work going on here on this Phantom the Opera? So walk and virtually everywhere in Manhattan, you go, there's one development or the other, there's something being done, there's one project, and some of these things are also turned to giant billboards. See, massive giant billboards that many of these things are being turned to also. So they're making money everywhere, different income coming in. Property development is a big business, okay? It's a big business, but it requires cash. So unlike property brokerage where you don't need cash, okay, property development require cash. Okay, it require money for you to do property development. It's going to cost you money, but not. But the good news is that if you have the skill, you can always use OPM to do property development. What's important is having the skill, having the experience, understanding what you need to do, because the money for property development is always there. People are willing to give you money once you are also ready to do the right thing. So real estate development is the process of creating value by making tangible improvement on real estate or real property or on land. Adding value to the land is what real estate development is. So you see a bare land, you build a two-story, you're a real estate developer. You see a land, you build a golf course on it, you're a real estate developer. When you are developing real estate, you are either building new structure or modifying existing structure, or generally improving any piece of real estate to increase its value. Real estate include land and temporary or permanent structure occupy that land. Now, in real estate development, where your real money is in what we call facility management. Can everybody type facility management? Come on, everybody type facility management. Facility management or rental is really where your money comes in. So, for example, if it's an hotel, then your money definitely comes from people who pay to rent the hotel. But if you sold out the property, people invested in it to buy it out or outrightly their own, then your real income would, because it's usually the money you collected from them was really what you used to build the place. So where your real money is then going to come is maintaining that building for those who bought the property. That's where you then make some money. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning, I'm learning. So, and this is part of what I teach in my coaching program, because I've met people who say to me, Dr. Stephen, I have 100 million naira. Can I go into real estate development? I say, absolutely, you can. I say, but I don't know how. Well, that's why you need me. I've met people who said to me, sir, I've gotten people who are willing to give me 500 million naira. I've even in the US, I've had people who said I have credit facility to $1 million, but I don't know how to go into real estate. Well, that's why you need my coaching program. Some say, I want to go into development. That's why you need my help, right? Through the coaching program, you're able to learn things like this, right? Because this is part of what you learn. You learn not just the technicalities, but you learn the business aspect of it. You learn the business aspect of it. How do you monetize these things? How do you make money? You learn all that. Okay, so are you happy, guys? If you're happy, type I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. If you're happy about what you're learning, type I'm happy, I am happy, I am happy, I'm happy. So number 5, right? Number 5 is, if you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready. Number 5 is office rental. Office rental, right, is usually fixed periodically. Returns made by a tenant or occupants of the property to the owner for the process and that use thereof. In this case, an agreed sum is paid at interval by the tenants to the landlord. However, one of the things you want to do with this, that this has been modernized, where office rental has changed to You take a lease of a large space, office space. You furnish it with table and chairs, conference room, and you start renting out unit offices, desk space, and things like that. Literally, you start making crazy money. So what this has proven is that you make over 1,000% compared to just rent. Meanwhile, you're not even the owner of the property. You just lease the property. So, for example, here in New York, one of the things the businesses we are going to be doing here in New York is we will be buying, like let's say 100 feet space, right? 100 feet by 100 feet, okay, office space. I'm just giving an example. Now, let's assume that we're able to get that space for, I'm just giving an example, $2 million. Now, by the time we cut it down, we may be able to get, up to, uh, um, let's say we could get up to, let's say 30 products out of it. 30 products in the sense that we could get 10, full office for people. We could get 100 desk space for people. We could get boardroom, meeting room, seminar room for people, right? And by the time we charge an average person on a monthly basis, right, between 1,500 to 3,500. In fact, in 3 months, we've made the $2 million we're paying for the entire space. So at the end of the year, we will be making we're going to be making there 2 million, that you have 3 years, you're going to be making about $6 million in profit, right? From that space. And yet we are not the owner. Like, it's not like we bought the entire, we just also took a lease on it. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. Guys, talk to me. Are you learning? So what are the benefits? Money always in your pocket, cash flow, right? Office, rental, create constant cash flow, and business about cash flow. Property value appreciation. If you are now the owner, of course, the property will appreciate with the renovations you carried out on it. Number 3, flexibility to sell at the right time. Okay, any property that brings cash flow, anybody is willing to buy from you. You make good money as long as there's cash flow. It's when there's no cash flow that there's problem. Guys, are you learning? If you're learning, type I'm learning, I'm learning. Are you learning? Are you excited? If you're excited, type I'm excited. I'm excited, I'm excited. Like I told you, this is the first time I'm teaching all these secrets. 8 different ways, okay, income sources in the real estate sector. I've never taught anybody this before. Now, you want more value here. You want a comprehensive mentorship for 3 months. It's $10,000. You can join today. The first 10 people to pay, I'm going to be allowing you to pay just $1,500, $8,500 discount for the first 10 people to join. We will break this down. We'll hold you by the hand. I will make sure that you make it, except you don't want to. And at that point, it's your choice, right? But there's no way you join the coaching program, you will not make crazy money. It's not possible because we're going to hold you by the hand. I'm not the only one training, and our team are going to hold you. Like, they won't let you rest until you succeed. Because success is not an option, it's an obligation, it's a duty. Can everybody type success is a duty? Everybody type success is my duty. Come on, I'm waiting, guys. Type it. Success is my duty. Success is my duty. I want all of you to type it. Success is my duty. Yes, success is your obligation. It's not an option. It's not, you owe it to be successful. You owe it to yourself to be successful, and you have to be. Right? And you don't have any excuse to give your family, your children, why you're not successful. Number 7, rental apartment. Rental apartment is a means of entering into a legal arrangement with a landlord to live in a space for an agreed upon fee. This fee, which is usually paid on a monthly basis, is called rent. And The renter who occupies the apartment is known as the tenant. However, what I teach people is that this is gotten juicier. It's gotten better with Airbnb. What you want to do now is short lease apartment. Can everybody type short lease apartment? So under this rental apartment, you can rent an apartment and sublet it, or you can buy an apartment and rent it out on a short lease apartment. So I've given several maths here. Now in the US, because I'm US, so I'm going to use dollars to give you an example. In New Jersey, right, which is where most people who do stuff in New York, they live. In New Jersey, for example, you can easily, not even without any stress, right? You can um, easily, I mean, nothing even stressful about that. A get an apartment in New Jersey for, let's say, 2,500. Okay. Now for 2,500, you've rented the apartment from the landlord. You get the permission of the landlord to be able to to be able to sublease it. You must get that agreement. Now, if your landlord allows you to be able to sublease it, now what happens is that you furnish it very well. It could be a 2-bedroom. You furnish it, you put a bed, you make it look good. Do you know that you can rent it out on Airbnb on a daily basis for $120? Okay, $120. Now, if you multiply $120 by 20, $120 by 20, okay, so that gives you 2,400. Now, because it's 2 rooms, some people are able to rent each room out, right? And then the living room is a common area for both parties who are renting it out. So if you multiply that by 2, ladies and gentlemen, you've made 100% of your income back. So you can be making $2,000 every month by not just renting it out permanently, but just renting it out. And this one, I put 20 days, giving you the chance that for a peradventure, for 10 days, nobody rented the apartment. So there are sometimes where you get it rented for the entire period. So this is another way you can make good money for yourself and build wealth for yourself. So why invest in rental apartment? Property appreciation. Now, like I said, this you can do by totally buying the property and renting it out, or you can do by renting it. And of course, but I would even prefer to buy it because, for example, you can get a mortgage on such apartment, and be paying a mortgage of, like, let me give a typical example. One of my students just did in New Jersey. So the entire property is 500,000, 3-story, 2-bedroom, first floor, another 3-bedroom, second floor, and then ground floor is converted to another 3-bedroom. So he's going to be living on one of the floors, and then going to be renting out the 2 floors. Now his mortgage on it is $3,000 every month. $3,000 every month. So you see the maths now. Renting out a 3-bedroom on Airbnb, okay, which was one of the things I showed him. Renting out a 3-bedroom on Airbnb is a powerful, I mean, you can't rent a 3-bedroom Airbnb, at least it's going for like $250, 3-bedroom. Multiply by that by 20, that's giving you $5,000, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, he has 2 floors that he's renting out. That's how you get $10,000 in rental. Okay, $10,000. Now, how much is the mortgage on it? $3,000. Ladies and gentlemen, how much is his profit? He's having a profit of $7,000 every month, ladies and gentlemen, every month. Okay, now he will be able to even pay for the mortgage on time, get a second property, get a third property. Before you know, you have 100 properties. He's a millionaire. Are you excited, guys? If you're excited, type a message. How many of you are in the US, by the way? If you're in the US or in the UK, type I'm in the US. If you're in the UK, type I'm in the UK. If you're in Dubai, type I'm in Dubai. Anywhere else, even in Nigeria, you can do this. Okay, I just don't have time. I will break it down. You can do this also in Nigeria. So there's money to be made. Okay, there's money to be made. Are you ready for the last, for two more? Okay, number 7. Okay, number 7. If you're ready for number 7, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 7 is joint venture. Joint venture is a business entity created by two or more parties, generally characterized by shared ownership. Okay, shared returns and risk, and shared governance. Partnering with another business can be complex. It takes time and effort to build the right business relationship, and even then, it can be difficult to completely avoid all the issues. Success depends on careful planning and communication. So, joint venture is another powerful way to build money, make good money, because somebody has a land, you have money to build on it, or you have the land, somebody has money to build on it. We're going to some joint venture. We're opening a new office in Banana Island because we have some joint venture in Ikoyi that we're picking up, and we're going to be building some very luxurious apartments in Ikoyi through joint venture. The owners have land, we have money to build on it, and we're going to be building some very, very amazing buildings. Okay, but it's through joint venture. We're doing JV with them. So the usual model that we do is, for example, we value the land. Let's say the value of the land is $1 million. We will then bring in $1 million. It means we're sharing, because we're bringing cash. We could take 60% of the property built, while the owner of the land takes 40%. Sometimes we take 70%, the owner of the land takes 30%, depending. Okay, that's how joint venture works. But it's complex, it takes skills. It's not something you can do on your own. You need a lawyer, you need an architect, you need a quantity surveyor, you need a very good communicator, you need a good negotiator, an agent, but you can do it. What are the advantages? It can help your business grow faster because you don't need to own the land, own everything, increase productivity and generate greater profit, access to new market and distribution network, increase capacity, sharing of risk and cost, liability, with your partner, access to new knowledge, expertise, including specialized staff, access to greater resources, for example, technology financing, because in joint venture, you can also attract funding, okay, through joint venture, because you already have a good property. Now, joint venture often enable growth without having to borrow funds or look for outside investors because the risk, the cost has been reduced by 50%. Okay, use your joint venture partner customer database to market your product also. That's another part. Finally, because of time, I gotta wrap up. But before the final part of today's training, have you gotten value, guys? If you got value today, if you got value standing with me and learning from me, can you type, I got value? I got value. Everybody, I want to type, I got value. I got value. I got value. Come on. If you got value, listening to me tonight, learning and being inspired and getting all this. If you got value, just type, I got value. I got value. I got value. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I can see everybody got value. Beautiful. So let's go. Are you ready for the last point? The number 8. If you're ready for number 8, type I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Number 8. Number 8, commercial real estate. Like I said, office rental is part of it, but it's not all of it. Commercial property, also called commercial real estate, is real estate, building or land intended to generate a profit, either from capital gain or rental income. Commercial property include office building, medical center, hotel, malls, rental stores, multifamily housing buildings, farmland, warehouses, garages in many states, Residential property containing more than a certain number of units qualifies as commercial property for borrowing and tax purposes. Okay? And there's a lot of money here. This is what Donald Trump does, right? So why commercial real estate? In general, most investors understand that it is better to hold an asset over time than to jump in and out chasing gains. In this respect, CRE, right, commercial real estate, can provide solid, predictable returns. Investors in commercial real estate typically receive steady cash flow from their investors, with income generally distributed annually, quarterly, or even monthly. That's because high occupancies and predictable rents often provides the steady cash flow that most investors are looking for. The average annual return on commercial real estate over 20 years is roughly 9.5% yearly, 1% greater than S&P, that's Fortune 500, S&P 500's average annual returns of 8.6 over the same period of time. Typical of returns add stability to investment portfolio. So let me give some background here. Now, commercial real estate are really, really, really good, right? Even in buying, it's a good deal. So let me give you an example. You could find a commercial real estate, let's say an hotel, and they need to sell it, right? That they need to sell the hotel. In fact, there was a story. I heard from one of the big mentors I listened to. So he got this commercial real estate. It's actually a funeral center. It's a funeral center. And they wanted to sell it, it was a distress sale for, I think, once about $170,000. So what he did was to go look for list. He just got a staff. The staff started calling people who are into funeral homes and asking whether they are willing to expand, to that particular location. Of course, they call over 100. One callback, and that's the rule. You don't give up on one. You don't do one and give up. You keep calling. One callback and say, yeah, he's interested and willing to pay $30,000 every year. And this is a powerful deal. Now, just because that property already has an agreement that somebody is willing to rent it, by the time the bank came to do evaluation, guess what? They were willing to give him $160,000. Okay, so the only money he added on top was $10,000. Now, hear this. This is very exciting. At the end of the day, and this is the exciting thing, every year, what then happened was that the mortgage on it was $15,000, and he was earning another $15,000. Do you see now? So at the end of the day, the tenant paid the mortgage, and what happened was that he was earning $15,000 year in, year in. And of course, after the entire deal, he's still the owner of the property. Power of commercial real estate. And commercial real estate, gets better funding, get better funding than residential or personal real estate, right? And it's powerful. Have you gotten value, guys? If you've gotten value, type I got value. I got value. Was it worth it being with me for the last 1 hour, 30 minutes? If it's worth it, type it's worth it. I'm wrapping up in the next 5 minutes. Like I told you, I run a coaching program, that goes for $10,000. Mentorship is about getting direction, leadership, coaching, advice, training, inspiring, support, accountability partner. So it's $10,000, the coaching program I run. There are several testimonials. I don't have time to go into all these testimonies of people I've mentored. By the way, people are already paying. You can see somebody just pay $1,500. People pay. People are already paying for this. So you better go sign up ASAP. So it's $10,000, but I'm giving first 10 people to pay today the opportunity to pay $1,500. Okay, so what are you getting? Step-by-step approach to starting real estate with zero capital, getting the right property that gives you returns on investment, how to run profitable adverts to be able to attract customers, using other people's money and other people's brand to grow, become a real sales machine, and you also have opportunity for one-on-one with me, to ask direct private questions on how to go about this. First 10 gets the opportunity to pay 1,500. Now, for those of you who don't have the money today, I'll allow you tomorrow. You can pay $2,000 if you are going to be paying tomorrow. But if you're paying right now, you have the opportunity to get just $1,500. Another bonus I'll be giving you is my book on real estate. So I've authored 35 books, but I have this best-selling book on real estate. It's called Maximizing Your Real Estate Investment. Okay, so powerful book. Let me get the book for you. So this is the book. Maximizing Real Estate Investment is a powerful book. You'll be getting this bonus book. The e-copy. You're also getting four things to know about good real estate investment, about 4 videos, networking with great brokers across the globe, sales secrets. These are bonus videos that you're going to be getting for the first 10. This is only for the first 10 who join right now. So you can pay using your card on www.stephenakintayo.com/real estate mentorship. You can use the coupon code Dr. S. Akintayo. That's the coupon code to use, because when you get there, you're going to see $10,000. But use the coupon code. Step 2, once you've made payment, screenshot and send to info@stephenakintayo.com. Also copy products@stephenakintayo.com. State your full name, your phone number, and evidence of payment. You can also call the office, +234 81 800 00618. +234 81 800 00618. Again, +234 81 800 00618. I want to thank everybody for being part of today's class. Love you all. A lot of what I've taught is also in this book. It's on Amazon. It's also on my website. You can go get the book. I want to thank everybody who listened. I hope you got value. And I hope your life will never remain the same again. Akinola says, thank you for your selfless service to humanity. You're welcome. Malcolm X Idris says, this class is so special to me. I wouldn't have forgiven myself if I had missed this class. Yeah. Bontek says, you can invest in River State. Well, my brother, I have many places I'm investing right now. My problem is not where to invest, is I'm raising money, because they don't invest, they invest with cash, and I have so many places to invest in. Okay, if you have a few questions, I have 2 minutes to go. Thank you so much for your daily insight. I appreciate you. You've changed my thinking towards wealth creation. Here are a few questions. There are property lying fallow in my community, and because I listen to your teaching every single day, I've been able to see things in my mind. and not with the eyes. I've seen tenants that are ready to pay for the property, but they just haven't thought of how to approach the owner. How do I approach the owner? I'm struggling to read the latter part of your question. How do I approach the property owner, and how do I get investors to invest in the property? And finally, how do you think I can benefit from the project? Well, that is a deep conversation. Um, if you join the coaching program, I will be able to ask you a few more questions, and I'll be able to guide you on how to do that. No problem at all. Thank you so much. Everybody's thanking me. Thank you guys for also being part of this. I'm happy. Nwokoro says, thank you, sir, for your teaching. In addition, with the investment I've made already with GTEx Homes, I wish to explore UK as I just relocated. Absolutely. Join the coaching and let's make it happen, right? Because I need a lot of you in the UK. COVID was the reason why we've not opened our office yet. But by the end of the year, I'm coming. I was supposed to even come to the UK this trip, but this COVID stuff. So by August, we should be in the UK to open our office. So it's going to be good if you're already on ground, because what I love about real estate is that I need you guys to already go into real estate, because I have the money to invest, but I need some of you to have known all these basic businesses so that I can just support from the money perspective. But you always need people on ground who are doing it, right? Who you, as the person having huge money, can just work with them, and everybody will make money. Lois Capena says, please share again briefly how to get started with real estate brokerage. So sorry I can't share again. You go watch the video all over again. I can see much myself reach already even before I get started. Good to know. Olubumi Sumo says, will you be coming to Canada, doctor? Well, if you guys invite me, none of you have invited me to Canada, and Canada hasn't given me visa to come yet. They say I won't return. I just laughed and I moved on. Right? Because of course, what do you want me to do, right? So if Canada felt that I won't, there is their loss, right? If I, at my level, if I apply for visa anywhere and then you are telling me you're not sure I will return, I'm just going to move my money elsewhere. The reality is that you're not doing me a favor. I've been in the US now. I know how much I've spent. Okay. US has made money off me by being here. I stay in 5-star hotel every time I travel all over the world. I've spent more than this trip. I've spent about $100,000 already. Other things I had to do. So, I mean, I'm doing with all sense of humility. I visit any country, it's my money I'm spending. And technically, it's as good as I'm the one doing those people a favor with all sense of humility. So I've passed the level where I can beg any country to visit. So, but I guess what I was told was that if I was invited for an event and, maybe a church, and they send a letter to the embassy, usually it's easier. But, well, it's up to them. But it just was annoying. Later, I think I got a message that they asked me to come pick up the visa. At that point, I don't vex. I don't vex. I remember they were shocked when I went to collect my passport anyway. Because I dropped my passport with them. For a month, they won't give me back. I had to write them, I want my passport back. I can't stay a month without my passport. So I went to collect my passport. Well, that's why we say we should be rich. Some of you now, visa is your lord. Me, you don't give me visa, is your business. I move on. Okay. But they later sent me a mail that I should come. But I've moved on to other things. Love you guys. Good night. Bye-bye.